It's super important that you read to your child this summer. When you're reading to your child, make sure you track with your finger the title, Whistle for Willie, talk about the front of the book, and also point out who the author or the illustrator is, by Ezra Jack Keats. When you're reading, make sure you track your finger from left to right so that they can watch you as you read. Oh, how Peter wished he could whistle. Talk about words in that sentence that they might know as sight words. Talk about the ending mark at the end. But it's really important that as you read the story, you stop and ask questions. What's the setting, or where do you think the story's taking place? Who are the main characters? Is there a problem? Is there a solution? Those are really good questions that you can ask them for comprehension. You also want your child to read to you. And that's kind of difficult sometimes because you're not sure which kind of book that they should be reading, if it's too easy or too hard. So the best thing you can do is put some books out in front of them and do the 5-finger test. So if you take a book and you say what the title is, or they tell you it's called Seasons, let them read the story to you, and every time they don't know a word, they would put a finger up. So for example, this is a really pretty easy book, and I think most of them could read this. I can see the bear. No fingers up. I can see the, and if they don't know that word, they would put their finger up. That would be 1. So they would go through the book. If they had 5 fingers up, it's too difficult. If they have 1 to 4 fingers up, then it's pretty much a just right book. For example, if they were reading this book, Kitty Cat plays, and they don't know that word, there's a finger. So as they would go through this book, it's a little bit more difficult. If they have 5 fingers up, it's too difficult for them to read independently. Doesn't mean you can't read it to them. It doesn't mean that you can't read it to them and then certain words have them fill in, especially if they're sight words or even words that they can sound out like the word big. The more reading, the better.